Let me tell you something real quick, bro. How they do motherfuckers in this country, bro. Look, they got no evidence of nothing on Diddy, bro. And they trying to make it hard, bro. I mean, I really don't like this country. But because you can make money here and you can get ahead here, that's the only reason why I like this country, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only way I like it, bro. I mean, like, damn, bro. Like, this country, it's all about getting into your sex life. I'm like, you got no evidence of RICO. You have no evidence of racketeering. Okay, in order for it to be a RICO, like a really good RICO charge, it's like you gotta have people and witnesses, saying that I'm part of that organization, or the only way you could do RICO and racketeering, it has to be a gang of people involved. It could never be a RICO charge of just by yourself. Just, just no way in the world you could run an enterprise by yourself, bro. It has to be a gang of people in charge, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And it has to be Diddy at the head charge, and he would have to have he would have to have foot soldiers. You remember Ninja Turtles? Remember Ninja Turtles? Uh, and then you had like the Foot Clan, which is the foot soldiers that did the work, right? The dirty work. And then you had that bald guy in Ninja Turtle 1. The bald Japanese dude that was commanding the foot soldiers to do the work, okay? Remember when Raphael got beat up? Remember when Raphael got beat up in part 1, Ninja Turtles part 1? And uh, they all started to jump the Ninja Turtles, and then the Ninja Turtles ended up in the basement because the fucking floor had collapsed or whatever. Remember that shit? The floor collapsed and they all ended up in the basement. Remember when the lights got cut on and that bald Japanese guy was standing with more foot soldiers, and the Ninja Turtles was like, oh no. And then the guy closes the bald Japanese guy closed his fist, and then the Foot Clan and the foot soldiers started like to jump the Ninja Turtles and shit. Okay, that's a RICO case. Okay, when you think about Shredder and the Foot Clan, we talking about that's a RICO case, because the Shredder was the head of the organization. Okay, he had foot soldiers, and he had another guy that was in charge of the foot soldiers and shit like that. That's RICO. You feel what I'm saying? When you're a head of an organization, and basically you're the octopus, the head of everything, and you're making your money through it. You're making your money through the fucking the drug sales. You feel what I'm saying? You're making the money through the extortion and all the other stuff. You're making the money through the bad stuff. Basically like Scarface. You feel what I'm saying? That's RICO, bro. Scarface. That's RICO. You're the head of everything. All the drugs that's being like supplied in the communities across the nation, you're ahead of that. And you got foot soldiers and you got people that's working with you. Bro, they have no evidence of RICO. He will be found innocent on that. He's not going to be found guilty of RICO. They lack the evidence. That's why they threw all the other shit out, like arson and shit like that. You know, they threw the shit out because they ain't got no evidence. They ain't got no evidence that he set Kid Cudi's life or his shit on fire, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't got no evidence that P. Diddy set his car on fire and blew it up. Like, they got no evidence of that, bro. All the sex trafficking and shit like that, bro, they got no evidence of that. They don't have any, they have nothing, bro. They're only doing it because he's black, bro. They're digging for stuff, trying to find something on him. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they do in the system, bro. They try to fuck you up in the system, bro. That's why I hate America, bro. And if I ever get a bag, I'm probably might not come back to America, bro. I might stay overseas for life, bro. I might go to Africa and all you guys are talking about is his sex life. That's all you're talking about. You're talking about his sex life. I'm like, that's not what he's charged for. You motherfuckers talking about freak-offs and all that shit. Why are you in this man's bedroom? It's fucking stupid. I hate America, bro. Like, you in his bedroom for no apparent reason. You are in this man's bedroom. Let me slow down, man. You are in his bedroom. You guys talking about more about his bedroom than the RICO charge. What happened to the RICO charge? What happened to the shit that he was charged for? Why are you guys not talking about that? Let's talk about the shit that he's charged for. Oh no, you don't have any evidence that he's part of an enterprise. First of all, if it was RICO, he would have made money off the RICO. RICO, let me tell you something what RICO is, bro. RICO is when you're supplying horrible things into the communities, bro. Like he's like a drug pen or something. Like he's like this big time drug dealer or something. And he got a bunch of foot soldiers that's working up under him, supplying the communities with drugs and shit. And all he does is call the shots or whatever from the top of the fucking goddamn chain. You feel what I'm saying? That's RICO. You guys gotta understand. It's like, dude, he made his money through like Sean John and music and stuff. Like, bro, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It's the same thing when I was in jail, bro. I shouldn't have never had got 2 weeks in jail for carrying my own gun for being homeless. I should have never got 2 weeks in jail. Fine. I don't have a criminal record, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But since I'm black and I got a gun, so I got to spend 2 weeks in jail? Come on, bro. That was not called for. 2 weeks in jail was not called for a nigga being in the streets carrying his own gun that's it never had don't have a criminal record. That shouldn't have been no fucking 2 weeks in jail. You feel what I'm saying? But since I'm black, they want to try to tie me into the system, bro. I know how the system works, bro. I know how the system works. Because he black, they trying to get him on stuff. Like, bitch, he got way too money. Diddy got way too much money for you to tear him down like that. He got way too much money. That black man got way too much money for you to just walk up and just take him down. This system is fucking stupid, bro. They try to do the same thing to Donald Trump. Donald Trump got too much money. You know what I'm saying? They try to do the same thing to Donald Trump. Donald Trump got too much money. You ain't gonna lock him up for good. Diddy got too much money. You ain't gonna lock him up. You can't just take him down like that. The man got too much money. He got too much money, bro. So yeah, they're gonna end up letting them free, bro. They're gonna drop all charges. They ain't got enough evidence for nothing, bro. For RICO and sex trafficking, they ain't got enough evidence, bro. They're just dragging this shit up for a reason. Even if he was found guilty, Donald Trump will pardon him. So, okay, what are you guys doing? For real. What are you guys doing? You feel me? You know, what are you doing? Like, bro, you guys are killing me with this shit, bro. It's like, carrying this shit on for no apparent reason. And all the judges and stuff like that, man, even if he found guilty, bro, Donald Trump know that they doing him wrong. And they tried to do Donald Trump very wrong. And that's why Donald Trump is stepping in like, wait a minute, hold on. We gonna pardon Diddy, man, because I see you guys are really doing him wrong, just like you tried to do me wrong as Donald Trump. Donald Trump, how it feels, bro, to be getting accused of something that he didn't really do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, bro. So yeah, Diddy's gonna get sent home anyway. A lot of you guys are like, well, Diddy's a horrible person. He done tow shit up. Like, he's this, he's that. Like, bro, he gonna get sent home no matter what. You feel what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers, they're all up in the man's bedroom. Fuck this system, bro. This system is built for you to fucking fail in the first place, man. It's built for you to fail out here in these streets. It's built for you to stay poor too, and stay in debt. The powers that be, bro, they don't want to see you get ahead, man. But you gotta understand that Diddy got a lot of money, bro. He got a gang of lawyers, man, just coming to his rescue. It's like, bro, it's hard to take a man down that got a whole lot of money and influence. It's hard to take him down, and that's why I say Diddy's gonna be sent home, bro. Damn, I fucked my foot up. Diddy's gonna be sent home, bro. That's why I said, man. And all the Diddy haters, man, you better read them and weep. Cause a man with money like that, bro, it's hard to take him down, bro. I swear, bro. I put that on everything, bro. You feel me? I put that shit on everything. Diddy is not gonna be sent to jail for 15 years in prison. When the last time you seen a billionaire get put in jail, bro, for 15 years, other than Weinstein? But they got evidence on him, so that's the reason why they was able to put him in jail. But you gotta have evidence of all the shit that you say he was doing. Evidence, bro. It's like this God shit. When motherfuckers talk about that God exists, bro, give me some evidence that he exists, bro. They can't provide no evidence, man. Because nowadays, I'm all about evidence. When motherfuckers tell me that Diddy is gay, I say, okay, if Diddy is gay, provide me the evidence. Provide the evidence that he's gay, bro. Just don't make videos talking about, oh, he's touching on dudes' asses and all that stuff. I need to see Diddy kiss another man on video or being in the gay club. How many motherfuckers have made videos talking about Diddy being in a gay club? Okay, I mean, think about it, bro. He's a music mogul. If he showed up to a gay club, it would be all over the news, bro. Okay, it would be video footage of him there. But there's no video footage. There's no evidence that he was in a gay club anywhere. But yet we got dudes online making videos of Diddy talking about he was in a gay club and he was look at Diddy, he loved to party, he liked men and shit. But I'm like, bro, but where's the evidence that he likes men, bro? I need to see evidence. Because I'm going to stop believing in what motherfuckers are saying, bro. I'm going to start looking at the evidence. You saying Diddy is bisexual. Okay, but where's the evidence that he's bisexual? Because every time I see him, he's with a woman, bro. So I'm going to stop believing the hype. I'm going to stop believing what motherfuckers is putting out there, bro. Give me some evidence, bro. Just like in this trial. They have no evidence of nothing, bro. And they trying so hard to dig. And all they talking about is the freak-offs. Yeah, he had the freak-offs, bro. But where's the evidence of what he was charged for, which is racketeering and sex trafficking? Where's the evidence of that? We know the freak-offs. Okay, fine. Well, the baby lotion, baby oil, or whatever, we know that. Okay, fine. That's the way he got down. There's no crime in that. There's no crime to fucking have baby lotion or 1,000 bottles of baby lotion in your fucking goddamn crib. That's not a fucking crime. I hate when motherfuckers are like that, bro. Fuck this system, bro. You making that shit into a crime to have baby lotion inside your house? Really, that shit is funny and it's fucking hilarious for you guys to try to make it look like it's a crime. Fuck you, fuck this system, bro. Fuck this American system, bro. Fuck America, bro. It's like you guys are making it a crime that this man is having freak-offs and baby lotion. I mean, it is funny. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is funny, but it's not a crime to have that shit in your house, bro. And I think he came out and he said something. He was like, "Thank God that what did he say? when the closing arguments, and he got up on the stand, he said, "Man, thank God that the government, you know, and the feds retrieved all that baby lotion, and now the fucking streets are safer," or some shit like that. That shit was funny as hell, bro. Thank God that the streets are safe now. Bruh, he had everybody cracking up in the courtroom, bro, when he said that. He said, "Thank God." Like, bro, you guys are all up in this man's fucking goddamn bedroom, bro. You're not talking about RICO. You're talking about sex, the way this man had sex. You feel me? The way this man has sex, the way these motherfuckers out here be all up in the motherfucker's bedroom. It's like, bro, like, okay, yeah, he had the freak-offs, and he had threesomes, and he had the Punisher, and all that other stuff. It's like, bro, but that's not what he's charged from. You niggas is talking about everything else but what he was charged for. His charge is for RICO and sex trafficking. That's his charges, bro. It's not, and racketeering, RICO, and sex trafficking. But you guys have no evidence of that, bro. This fucking trial is a waste of time. They will be letting Diddy go in a minute, bro. It will be found guilty on no charges, bro. I guarantee it, bro. He would be found not guilty on every single goddamn charge. You guys are digging this shit for no apparent reason, bro. You have no evidence of what he's talking about. Yeah, that's evidence of like beating a woman, you know, a domestic violence. That's the only evidence you got. But he's not charged for that. You guys are doing everything to try to fucking fuck up his character, though, bro. It's like you guys talking about his character. Okay, yeah, we know Diddy is not the greatest of the people, bro. But let's talk about the racketeering and the sex trafficking. Okay, is there any evidence of that? No. There's no paper trail. There's nothing. You guys are killing me, bro. You guys try to get me fucked up in the game. You try to get me caught up in the system for my own gun, bro. You're gonna lock me up for my own gun? Really? That's what one of the people has said when I was talking to them when I was about to get let out of jail. And they said, You got charged for your own gun. You got charged for your own gun? Really? You got charged for your own gun. Your own gun. And I was like, man, that's what happened. That's what happened. You weren't supposed to get charged for your own gun. That's your own gun. Sorry. You know, this system is a trip, bro. They try to charge me for my own gun, bro. That's my gun. That's why they can only put me in jail for only 2 weeks, bro. Because they know that it's my gun. And they know that I'm having a hard time out here and I'm homeless and stuff. It's like, I haven't broken any laws with the gun. Yeah, the gun was loaded. But it was my gun. They try to charge me for my own gun. Yeah, you could get me for like maybe concealed carry or whatever, but that's not jail time. That's like a fine. You get fined for a few $1,000s for doing that. You don't get jail time for that, especially if you don't have a record and you ain't a threat to society. Now I can see if I was going around robbing people and shit like that, but I wasn't doing that. I'm more like a panhandler, bro. I go out with a sign. I fly a sign every single day. I don't rob people, bro, with that gun. That was my gun that I was doing armed security with. I'm an ex-armed security guard, bro. That's the reason why I had the gun. But I had it because I stopped doing armed security. You feel what I'm saying? This system is trippy. It's like, dude, you all up in the man's bedroom talking about freak offs. But that's not what he's charged for. You guys, ooh, the way this man had sex was evil. The freak offs, they turned the freak offs into a crime. Like, bruh, what's that has to do with anything, though? Like, the thing that he was charged for. He's not charged for freak offs. I keep hearing this shit time and time again, over and over again. The freak offs, the freak offs, the freak offs. Okay, yeah, we know he had the freak offs. But what about the racketeering and sex trafficking and all that other stuff? You guys got evidence that he had motherfuckers, where's the paper trail? Usually, if there's sex trafficking, there's a paper trail. There's no paper trail. He probably paid everything with cash. You know what I'm saying? When they got there, paid everything with cash instead of checks. He probably didn't write nobody a check. He just gave cash. That's about it. That's what you want. That's what you do when you want to cover up yourself. Is to give the motherfucker the motherfucker that's coming, the motherfucker the escort. You give him card. You give him cash, not a check. Because a check is the paper trail. You can get caught up with that. But you give him hardcore cash, man. There's no paper trail. So there's no fucking evidence that he was sex trafficking. You could say that maybe, Diddy paid me. There's no evidence of that. Just like the guy, let me tell you something. The guy that said that Diddy paid him to murder Tupac. Okay, but where's the paper trail? Where's the evidence that Diddy paid you for the murder of Tupac Shakur? Where's the evidence of that? We don't got no evidence of that, so you have nothing. You have nothing if you don't have evidence of that, bro. We need video footage, a tape recorder, you know what I'm saying, of his voice. You know what I'm saying? Saying, yeah, we need Tupac killed, man. I need to kill that motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna pay you $1 million. You need evidence of that. You can't just scream that Diddy had Tupac murdered. No, you gotta have evidence of that. You can't scream that. If there's no evidence that he murdered Tupac or he murdered Biggie, you have nothing, bro. You motherfuckers, you fucking system, the system is fucking crooked, bro. You motherfuckers are crooked. You feel me? These motherfuckers try to fucking charge me for my own gun though. That's what the lady said, man, when she came to see me when it was about to release me. There was one of the chicks that, you know, that asked me, like, you know, they let me out into the into that room with the lady in it, you know. I forgot what her role was, but I had to see her right before I left jail, bro. Right before I left jail, I had to see her. And then once I seen her, and she asked me, she said, "Why did they charge you for your own gun?" That was the question she asked me, bro. And I said, "It beats me. I don't know why they charged me for my own gun. You're not supposed to get charged for your own gun, you motherfuckers." Man, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm out there committing crimes with it. I had it because I was homeless at the time, and I'm still there. You feel what I'm saying? So you gonna charge me for my own gun? I know how the system works with black people, bro. If I would have been a white man, they would have said, "Okay, we gonna not charge you, but we gonna give you a fine of $2,000 that you gotta pay." Because I'm a black man, they want to put me behind bars as soon as possible, bro. Because I was black. That's why. I know how the fucking system works. You don't fucking tell me how the fucking system works, bro. They doing it to Diddy because he's black, bro. They trying to get him so hard. They were supposed to have ended this shit, bro, because they lacked the evidence to fucking like put him behind bars. That's why they kept saying, like, look, we need to get like we need to we need to end this shit. We need, like, what they call it, we need a mistrial. You feel what I'm saying? Because they lacking the evidence. That's why the lawyers kept doing it. Like, we need to, but the judge was like, no, we need to see what's really going on here. And like, wait a minute, like, if the fucking goddamn lawyers are saying that we need a mistrial, and these niggas been doing it for a very long time, and they know the law. They know the lawyers know the law. You feel what I'm saying? They know the law, bro. They know the law. They know that they don't have enough evidence to put Diddy away. So they say, fuck it, we need a mistrial because you motherfuckers are lacking the evidence like a motherfucker. And the judge was like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. We need to find more evidence. We need to, like, man, judge, you're just trying to find something. You're digging for something, bro. Because the man is black, you don't want a mistrial, or you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want a mistrial, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And my bad, bro. I could have put charges on these niggas over here at this bar right here, bro. I could have, like, pressed charges against them for going inside my bag when my back was turned. But I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. I could have put both of those guys in jail. I could have put the security the guy in jail and the manager in jail, bro. I should have did that when I got out of jail. When I got out of jail, I should have went and called the cops and I should have pressed charges against them, bro. I don't know what was going through my brain. And it's been over a year, so I can't do nothing about that right now, man. I can't call the cops and put them behind bars now, man. You feel what I'm saying? I should have did that like before February came around. This February. You feel what I'm saying? Because I could have put them behind bars for going behind my back and going through my shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like doing it right now. I feel like calling the cops and having them put behind bars right now, man. You feel what I'm saying? For real. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm good. I'm gonna let it go. You feel what I'm saying? Now I got a misdemeanor charge on my fucking record, which ain't shit. Just one misdemeanor in my whole entire life? Yeah, that's not gonna do nothing, nigga. Fuck out of here, bro. I know how they work. I know how the system works, bro. They digging to try to put this man away, bro. Even though they have no evidence of RICO. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence of anything, bro. You feel me? They have no evidence of nothing, bro, that to put Diddy away like that. So yeah, Diddy gonna walk, man. And they don't care about him beating up Cassie and stuff, man, because she's not a white woman. So it's like, no, they don't care about that, bro. He's gonna walk like a motherfucker, bro. I guarantee to this day, bro. Diddy gonna walk. He gonna walk home, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna walk. He gonna walk. For real. They ain't got no evidence of that, bro. Diddy got the best lawyers in the world, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If R. Kelly walked, then Diddy gonna walk, bro. if OJ walked, then Diddy gonna walk. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna walk. But I want to put charges. I wish I could, man. But it's been over a year by now, man. I ain't gonna fuck with it right now, man. I'm good. I really want to put charges on this motherfucker over here that went behind my back when my back was turned, bro. It went inside my bag, my personal things. You know, while my back was turned, and I got no justice for that, bro. I got no justice. This motherfucker, this security guard, and the manager that worked there, they should have been in jail, bro. Trying to rob me. And I won a jackpot lottery a while back, bro, and they tried to rob me, bro. They should have been put in jail, both of them. If I'm in jail, they were supposed to put it, but because I'm black, I'm the wrong guy. That's why it's good to have money, man. If you a black man, you ain't got no money, you in jail, man, you screwed. Diddy is safe. Why? Because the nigga got a ton of bread, bro. You guys talk about, oh, Diddy is done for. That's the death blow from Diddy. Diddy is a done deal. He's a done deal. He's finished. He's going to jail, bro. He's done deal, man. No, nigga, you gotta understand, nigga got money, bro. He ain't going to jail, bro. And if he does go to jail, it's gonna be a few months, bro. Like, he ain't gonna go, and Donald Trump was already talking about pardoning him. So for all you Diddy haters talking about, oh, Diddy about to go to jail, he's done for, Donald Trump got his back, bro. He's the president. He could pardon anybody. He could say, you know what, man, you motherfuckers did him wrong. I'ma pardon him. No, he needs to be free right now. And the prisons can't hold him, bro. So even if he is found guilty, bro, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna let him out. Hey, man, I'll pick my peoples over the system, bro. I don't care how wrong Diddy was. I don't like the system. I hate the fucking system, bro. I hate you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers charge me for my own gun? Fuck you motherfuckers. I hope Diddy be free. Even though Diddy was wrong for beating up Cassie and shit like that, but I hate the system even more, bro. No, he gonna be set free. He gonna be set free, big time. And Donald Trump is holding a grudge. He don't like the system either, bro. They had Donald Trump in court, bro. He didn't like that. They was treating Donald Trump like he was a black man or something. He didn't like that, bro. That's why he getting revenge. Like, okay, well, you motherfuckers had me in court. I'm going to pardon Diddy. Once he becomes guilty of all charges, I'm going to pardon him. So it doesn't matter. Diddy is already free, bro. You guys are killing me, bro. All you trolls, all you bitch-made motherfuckers out here, Diddy's already gonna be free, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Puff is gonna be home. Even if he's, let me tell you motherfucker something. Even if he's found guilty, Donald Trump is gonna pardon him, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna pardon him, bro. So you mean, you know what pardon? You know what pardon? You know what pardon is, bro? You know what pardon means? It means that Donald, even if he's found guilty, Donald Trump gonna come and bail him out of jail, bro. And Donald Trump, the president, got the power to pardon anybody. He got the power to pardon anybody, meaning that he could free anybody from jail or prison. Okay? He got that power. And he got the power to start a war. The president, he got power on both things. War and freeing somebody from prison that he felt like that has been done wrong. You know, remember, Donald Trump got the black vote strong. So he felt like, hey, I need to come to the black people rescue that got me in this White House. I need to come to the rescue. You feel me? You know, yeah, he gonna be still president for the next. He gonna be the president for the next 3 years, bro. Or the next 4 years, he gonna be president, bro. You guys are killing me, bro. Diddy is not gonna serve he's not even gonna serve a month in jail or prison, bro. He got too much money. You guys are wishful thinking because you think that Diddy is a broke man. If he was broke, he would be doing time. But you forget that he got the best lawyers that money can buy, bro. Just like OJ, just like all the motherfuckers who had money, bro. You can't take a nigga down who got a lot of money, bro. It's not easy. It's not that fucking easy, bro. That's why they dropped the other charges, because they knew they was gonna lose. They knew they was gonna lose, bro. They knew. They said, fuck that. We gotta drop the sex charge, the arson and all them other charges. We gotta drop them because it's too hard to figure out. It's too hard to fucking goddamn prove that shit. We'll lose. Nah, he won't be impeached, bro. He's the president, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, the motherfuckers are picking on us and he need to set off some attacks, then yeah, he got that right to set off an attack. You can't tell a man that, hey, he gonna be impeached because he set off an attack in Iran. Iran ain't shit, bro. That's not a country to be worried about. A lot of you niggas think that Iran, just because maybe they got a few nuclear weapons, that they can threaten us and shit like that. Bro, we got so many nuclear weapons, we could turn their motherfucking country into a desert, basically. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might send nuclear. Look, let me tell you something. Iran sent a few nuclears our way. They got a dozen or half a dozen coming their way. So there's no way in the world that Iran will send a nuke to our fucking country if they know what's good for them. We're way more powerful than them, and they need to step down, and that's what's gonna happen. I mean, damn, the bigger brother come around, it's over, bro. I mean, out here it's the same goddamn shit. Like fucking what's they call them? The goddamn seagulls got a pecking order out here, bro. Like, the bigger seagull come around, he gonna check the little seagulls, bro. Like, hold on, man, this is my food. And all the other seagulls, they gotta shut up, man, because the bigger seagull come around and bruh, I done seen it out here, bruh. The pecking order is real out here, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The pecking order is real. The bigger seagull, he got food sitting over there in the corner, like some chips or something like that. I remember I had put down some chips, and I put some in one corner, I put some in another corner. And then all the seagulls flew in, right? And then, like, there was one, like, pile of chips that was, like, in the corner or whatever, and another corner. And then all the smaller seagulls went to that one corner and ate those chips that was sitting in that corner. And then there was one corner where the bigger seagull said, "Hey, these are my chips." And he calmed everybody down. He said, "Man," he looked around, he was like, "You motherfuckers better not touch these chips. These are my chips. You back up." He told everybody to back up. And everybody backed up, bro, because that's the biggest seagull, bro. That's the biggest mother. That was a big seagull, by the way. And I put those chips down, and then he sat there, he ate them chips one by one while all the other seagulls watched, bro. That's how much America got power over niggas, man. I mean, we the biggest seagull, man. When we come around, you better bow down, or if you know what's good for you, I mean, shit, man, you might not want to send a nuclear our way. Your whole entire country would be fucked up. I mean, we got an F-2 bomber that would destroy your whole entire goddamn country with just one swoop. I mean, we the bigger seagull. Like I said, man, there's a pecking order. And Iran is at the bottom, bro. You can't fuck with the U.S., bro. We got the strongest military in the world. So the best for you, if the U.S. attacks you, you can't really do a whole lot. It's like, man, if we like even send a nuclear that way, they're gonna send 100 toward our way. Then we're finished. So we better just calm down, let that shit ride. You know, just get away with whatever we can get away with, and that's it. It's the same thing out here with the seagulls. When I'm feeding the seagulls, the bigger seagull, bro, he come around, bro, and he checking everybody like Debo. For real, I seen it, bro, like with my own two eyes, bro. I must have had put 2 piles of fucking goddamn chips in the same area. And the smaller seagulls, the lesser seagulls came and ate that whole entire pile up. And the bigger seagull came around, and there was a pile just sitting there, and he came around and he started checking all the seagulls like, wait a minute, motherfucker, these my chips. You ain't gonna fuck my chips up. You ain't gonna. And he started checking everybody. And once he checked everybody, bro, he came through and he ate one chip at a time by himself, just and all the other smaller seagulls were sitting back just watching. I laughed so hard, bro. hey, that's on the real, bro. Like he bent over with his tail up in the air, bro. And he was just like one chip at a time. And they were sitting back like, damn, that looked good. I wish I could have some. That's how America is, bro. America's like Debo, bro. It's like the bigger seagull, bro, that comes around, bro, to checking food. He checked everybody. I seen that seagull, bro. He checked everybody. I let it be, bro. I let the pecking order happen. I didn't step in, bro. I just let the seagull do his thing, bro. He came in. He was like, ah, right. He was screaming and shit after all the scream. He checked 1. He checked 2. He checked 3. He went over and checked the other one. He was like, no, don't touch these chips. Don't touch these chips. Don't touch these chips. These are my chips. Everybody, all the other smaller seagulls backed up and said, okay, all right. So he sat back while all the other smaller chips the other smaller seagulls just sat back and watched. And he sat back, he bent over, he He ate one chip at a time in front of their face, man. I was laughing so hard, bro. I'm like, hey, look, you smaller seagulls, you did get the other pile. It wasn't like you didn't get nothing. I gave you the other pile, so you got some chips in your system, okay? You can't have them chips over there. He checked everybody. He was the biggest seagull of them all, bro. And the smaller seagulls couldn't do nothing. They was powerless. They didn't get hurt by them. You feel what I'm saying? You know. And that's how it is with motherfuckers with money, bro. You can't do nothing but sit back and watch. Diddy definitely gonna get left. Diddy's gonna be sent home, bro, to his family, man. He's not gonna spend a day in jail. Even if he's found guilty, Donald Trump is coming to his rescue. So all you guys who are Diddy haters, he's gonna get sent home to his family either way. That's why he's in court winking at people and nodding at people, because he know that Donald Trump got his back. Donald Trump got the power to release him, bro. And Donald Trump has already been talking about it, like, I can't wait to pardon Diddy. I can't wait to pardon Diddy. So you guys can hate Diddy all you want to, but he's going to be sent home to his family because, first of all, you guys lack the evidence that he did all that stuff. I mean, you could claim that he did all that stuff, but that's not going to work. They don't care about black women or colored women getting beat up by that shit. They don't care about that. Now, if she was a white woman, they would have been trying harder. But Cassie is not a white woman. She's a colored woman. She's mixed. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care about colored mixed people, or they don't care about that, bro. You getting your ass whooped in a hotel, getting stumped by Diddy. You know, they don't care. They don't care about that. You motherfuckers act like they care about you getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a white woman, so they don't care about that. So in the courtroom, they're like, let P. Diddy go. You know what I'm saying? Just like R. Kelly got let go, bro. R. Kelly got let go numerous times, bro. Because he was doing it to what? He was doing it to a colored woman. You know what I'm saying? To a black woman. They don't care about that, what happens to you. They don't care about what happens to you. You see what I'm saying? They don't care. Hey, moderators, get these motherfuckers out of my chat room. Get these motherfuckers out of my chat room. A lot of you motherfuckers are garbage, bro. But all you motherfuckers are P. Diddy haters, but you know what, bro? They're not gonna put P. Diddy away for 15 years, bro. Like I said, bro, I keep saying this time and time again, bro, is that Donald Trump is going to come to his rescue even if he is guilty. Bruh, you could pop out a magic wand if you want to, but that's not going to work. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some evidence that he did what he did. You guys are wishful thinking and hoping that Diddy would just go to jail for 15 years. This nigga got way too much money. You can't just put him away like that. He got the best lawyers in the world, and you have no evidence of that. Just like in the courtroom. In the courtroom, he was like, "Yeah, thank God the fucking goddamn government seized all those baby oils from my house, and now the streets are safer now." Bruh, last time I checked, having baby oil in your house is not a crime. Them motherfuckers were trying to make it look like it was a crime or some shit to have a baby oil in your house. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not a crime to have a lot of fucking baby oil in your house, bro. Imagine you going to jail for just having baby oil in your house, bro. That's not a crime. When the last time, you motherfuckers tell me, when the last time you seen a motherfucker go to jail for having a bunch of baby oil in this house? That's not a crime, bro. Now what he did to Cassie, that was a crime. But Cassie never reported that shit until like years later when she needed money, when she was hurting for money. That's the only time she reported that shit, bro. Nah, that happened too long ago. You should have reported that shit right when it happened. Cassie should have reported that shit to the police right when it happened. But she kept silent. Why? Because the money was good. That's why she kept silent. I know these are hurting your feelings. I know this shit is burning your chest like you done drunk some Coca-Cola or something. All you P. Diddy haters. But you gotta have evidence. You gotta have evidence, bro. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have evidence that he's a racketeering, and you gotta have evidence that he's out here, being a drug lord, or not. A lot of times it be multiple people involved in racketeering. It's not just one person. It takes about, like 30 or 40 people, or 50 people to like be involved in that shit. And then what they do is, if you're a guy that's racketeering, if you're the head boss, they'll get your foot soldiers to rat on you and have evidence that you are the racketeer, or you the guy that's a part of the or whatever. Because racketeering is something serious, meaning that you are pumping the community full of drugs, just like what's his name? The guy, what's his name? Damn, I can't think of his name. Okay, we all know Scarface and all that other shit was a racketeer or whatever. Tony Montana and shit like that. We already know that these guys were doing the racketeering and shit like that. But, the guy that got put away, man, from Mexico, I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. But he was in charge of racketeering. He was the huge like drug lord that was pumping the communities full of drugs, bro. He was, you feel what I'm saying? He was that guy that was the head honcho, the octopus head. You know what I'm saying? When all the foot soldiers with the tentacles and shit. You know what I'm saying? It takes a whole entire organization to like run a fucking goddamn racketeering gig. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you could wish that Diddy gonna go to jail, but he's not. Trust me, bro. I mean, I know a lot of you motherfuckers are in your feelings right now. That's why we got 35 people up in here. We got 35 people up in here, and I know you all up in your feelings, but guess what? Diddy's not gonna serve a life sentence, bro. He got way too much fucking money. He got way too much fucking money. I know you guys are normal. You think this is normal that Diddy gonna get thrown up under the bus, and or because they got rid of the black juror. Oh, that's the death blow for Diddy. They got rid of the black juror. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It just makes the judge look really bad. Really, they got rid of a black juror. Man, this has got to be racist. That's all they're gonna say. It's racist. You did that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's bad that he did that. It kind of makes the system look bad for a judge to remove a black juror. That's prime evidence that you are against Diddy. You already claim that. You already let the world know that you're against Diddy by removing a black juror. That's not looking good for you. Make that shit to make things worse for you. You trying to get rid of Diddy? Why did you do that? Okay, now they could claim racism. They could bring the race card out and say, you know what? You removed the black juror. You are against Diddy. That's what I'm saying. That's not good. That's not looking good. That's not looking good for the judge. The judge never had did that. He should have thought twice about that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So all you Diddy haters, he's not gonna get a life sentence. And if he does get found guilty, Donald Trump will pardon him. I don't know what part of I don't know what part of pardon don't you understand. It's like, okay, this is the president of the United States. He got a right, he got the power to pardon anybody. If he felt like that Diddy was done wrong, Donald Trump be like, you know what, pardon him, let him out of prison, let him out. And then they gotta let him out. They have to let him out. They gotta listen to Donald Trump. They gotta let him out. And all you Diddy haters will be mad as hell that he didn't get a life sentence. Fuck you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if he fucked up Cassie, if he beat up Cassie. I don't give a fuck about these hoes. I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about Cassie getting beat up. She wanted to be there. She spent 10 years of her life getting her bills paid. And in the end, she got $30 million. She got, she already got paid for them ass whoopings already. If anything, Cassie is the winner. She's the one with $30 million traveling the world somewhere, and Diddy's in fucking jail. Diddy has already paid a price for domestic violence. He paid $30 million. He spent almost a year in jail. So he has already paid the price. He has already paid the price for domestic violence. He has. You guys are talking about Diddy beat Cassie. Well, he paid Cassie $30 million. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And now she's free, traveling the world with $30 million in her pocket. She got paid for them ass whoopings that she got by Diddy. Okay? He paid her $30 million. So all you niggas, all you motherfuckers saying, well, Cassie got her ass whooped and he just whooped her on. He whooped on her. He beat her up. He paid her for them ass whoopings, $30 million. With her and her husband, bro. She's enjoying that money right now. And while Diddy's in jail, normally in domestic violence, they put you in jail for like a year for domestic violence. Motherfuckers who have beat up on their girlfriend and stuff like that, they got put in jail for a year. You feel what I'm saying? So he has already done the domestic violence charge already. He has already paid for that by being in jail and paying her $30 million. I don't want to hear about, oh, he beat up on Cassie, so she should stay in jail and rot forever. Nah, last time I checked for assault, they don't put you in jail for life. You get in jail for a year, man, for assault. Especially if the person is still alive and breathing. You ain't killed nobody, you just assaulted them, and they still alive and breathing, and they still walking around, ain't no severe damages, ain't no broken legs or nothing like that, man, it puts you in jail for a year. You feel what I'm saying? That's what, that's what I'm saying. So Diddy is not gonna be he's not gonna be put in jail for like a long time, bro. He's coming home. Even if he's found guilty, Donald Trump will pardon him. So there's nothing you guys can do that. Nothing you can do. But sit back and watch Diddy go free. That's all that's all you can do. And you can be mad all you want to. And I know it's gonna burn your chest when Diddy is let free. Like you done drunk some Coca-Cola or something. But it's just because you say that Diddy is gonna be put away for life, it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Well, he beat Cassie. Well, you know what? He already paid Cassie for all the beatings that she took over the years. She got $30 million in her pocket, and he been put in jail for a year. So he has paid the price for domestic violence already. He has already paid the price for domestic violence. They can't hold you in jail for the rest of your life for domestic violence. I hope you motherfuckers know. If you put a hand on your girlfriend, you will be in jail for 6 months to a year, and they can't hold you there forever because you didn't kill nobody. I hope you motherfuckers know. So even if you're like, oh, Diddy, he's a woman beater. He's beat that woman to a pulp. I'm like, well, you know what? He paid the price for that by giving her $30 million and almost a year in jail. So yeah, I mean, when I was in jail, I heard of stories of motherfuckers being there because of a woman, bro, because of domestic violence, and they got 6 months to a year for domestic violence. Okay, so you know, I'm just saying, you guys are killing me, bro. You guys are killing me with that shit, bro. You know? He said guns along 5 years. It depends. If the gun was stolen, if it's your gun or whatever, they can't put you away if you got if it's your gun. Now, if the gun was stolen, then yeah, they can put you away for a good amount of like years, like maybe like a couple of years. But if it's your gun, they can't put you in a jail. They can't put you in jail for too long, especially if you don't have a criminal record. Then it's like, okay, we get this guy two weeks in jail, or give him a fine or something like that. But other than that, we gotta slap him on the wrist because he can't do that. That's what happened to me. I got caught with a gun, but they put me in jail for only 2 weeks, bro. Why? Because they ain't got no evidence of me being a criminal. I'm not part of a gang. No, I don't have no gang affiliations. I'm just a homeless guy trying to get over it and survive. And they couldn't put me in jail for hella long. So they get, okay, 2 weeks in jail, motherfucker, that's about it. 2 weeks wasn't shit. Okay? 2 weeks wasn't nothing, bro. 2 weeks wasn't nothing. They can't say, oh, he's a criminal. We can't let him back on the streets. He's violent. Look at the rap sheet. Bro, I ain't got no rap sheet. The last time I was in jail was in 2002. And they dismissed that shit, bro. Yeah, they threw it out. The people didn't show up to court. They threw it out. They threw it out back in 2002. It's been years since I've been in jail, bro. They can't say, oh, okay, he's a menace to society. Don't let him out. Don't let him out. Nah, it's because these motherfuckers across the street went in my bag when my back was turned, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I should call the cops and have these niggas arrested right now. I'm gonna let it go. You feel what I'm saying? I can. Matter of fact, I don't know, it's been over a year now, man. So I'm gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? So Diddy is not gonna be put behind bars for 15 years, bro. They got no evidence of racketeering. They have no evidence of anything, bro. They have no evidence, bro. You gotta have evidence to put people away. If you got no evidence of racketeering, sex trafficking, you know what I'm saying? You can't just put people away like that. Then it'll make you look racist if you do try to do it, because it's like, bro, we got no evidence of what you claiming. So the only thing we could claim now is racism, that you put him away, because we don't have any evidence that he has none of that, bro. He has no evidence. You know what I'm saying? All we got is the word of mouth of people talking about, yeah, he dangled me from a balcony. He raped me. Him and his son raped me. Now they got a new claim out there talking about Diddy raped, Diddy and his son raped a woman or some shit like that. I'm like, where did this come from? I mean, damn. You waited until like the Diddy trial was almost over to come out with this? You should have came out with this shit when this first shit happened. I say, if anybody's claimed that something bad happened to them, they got a year to fucking to claim that shit, bro. Like me, like it's been over a year since these motherfuckers went inside my bag behind my back, so I'm gonna let it go because it's been over a year. I can't have these niggas go to jail. It's already too late. It's been over a year. But you need to have a time limit. If something bad happened to you, you gotta go straight to the cops within a year. You got a time limit. You can't wait years later to say that, these people did something bad to me, and see Cassie get a payout, and then you want to come around and try to get a payout too. Get the fuck out. They doing it because they seen Cassie get 30 million, and then all of a sudden they want to come out and say, oh, Diddy and his son raped me. I'm like, why did you wait until Cassie claimed, some rape accusations, and why did you wait until Cassie come out and did what she did for you to do what you do? Like, come on, bro, really, come on. We all know this. It's a money grab, and none of this shit is true. These fucking people are lying, bro. You waited years to come out and say that Diddy raped you. Like, that's not. It's like monkey see, monkey do. It's like you see Cassie get a $30 million payout. Oh, girl, she got a $30 million payout. I'm gonna do the same thing that she did. I'm gonna claim rape too. I want a lawsuit. I'm like, come on, bro. Stop all the bullshit, bro. Stop it. Because you should have came out with this shit like long time ago. You should have came out with this shit like back in when it first happened. Why did you wait many years and then wait for Cassie to come out with some claims so when you come out with some claims too? I'm trying to get paid too, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Yes, this guy came in here and said, so you beat a woman. This nigga came in here, bro. This nigga came in here and said, so you beat a woman ass and then you pay her so you can go free with the BS. Look, Cassie, she didn't file a criminal lawsuit. She filed a federal lawsuit, meaning that she's suing for money, not for him to go to jail, but to get money from him. That's the only thing she was suing for. She didn't want him to go to jail. You feel what I'm saying? So she got $30 million and you motherfuckers are feeling sorry for her, bro? Shut the fuck up, bro. She already got paid for those beatings, bro. She got paid for what she got beat for. That's what she wanted, and she got $30 million. And while P. Diddy is in jail, he has already paid the price for domestic violence. You guys think that just because he beat on her, he got to go to jail for life? No, he already paid the price for domestic violence, meaning that he got nearly a year in jail, and $30 million sucked away from him. Okay, so that's the price of beating a woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He already paid that price. Now the shit that he's talking about, the shit that they talking about, racketeering and like sex trafficking, they got no evidence on that. You have no evidence. When you don't have evidence, you don't have nothing, bro. I hate to bust you fucking P. Diddy haters bubble, but when you don't have evidence, you have nothing. And even if they try to throw P. Diddy in jail, bro, Donald Trump will come to the rescue. Let P. Diddy out. And that's it. You can't do nothing about it, bro. And you can sit back and just watch Diddy go home to his family. That's all I gotta say, bro. Diddy already, I mean, Donald Trump already said that he's gonna pardon him, bro. Even if he's found guilty. So he's already going home to his family, bro. So either way, he's already going home. You know? And you can hate all you want to, man, and be upset about it. But when I tell you, and when once he's found not guilty by the system, or if he's pardoned, I'm gonna get on here and say, you know what, motherfuckers, I told you so. I told that he was gonna get pardoned, or I told you he was gonna be found not guilty on all charges. I told you that from the get-go. I said that he was gonna be found not guilty on charges. I'm not a P. Diddy fan, and I don't agree with him beating on Cassie or something like that. And that's something that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't beat up on a woman, bro. But at the same time, Cassie stayed there for years. And she apparently liked the beatings because she kept staying for 10 years. And she came back and sucked $30 million from him. And he got almost a year in jail. So he has, if you guys are thinking he hasn't paid the price for domestic violence, he has already paid the price for domestic violence. Okay, he gave her $30 million and he spent almost a year in jail. That's paying the price for domestic violence. Now, that's out of the way. He already did the time for domestic violence. He already paid out of his pocket for domestic violence. Now look, here's $30 million for all the years that I have beat you to a pulp. Here's $30 million. Here's $30 million. Now she get to walk off into the sunset and travel the world with $30 million in her pocket with her husband, and enjoy that money and buy nice expensive stuff, going out to Sizzler restaurants, top tier restaurants, and just enjoying the money while P. Diddy is in jail doing time. So if you ask me, Diddy has already paid for domestic violence already. He already did the time already. You feel what I'm saying? Almost a year in jail and $30 million coming out the pocket. He has already did the crime for domestic violence, bro. I mean the time, sorry. He has already did the time for domestic violence already, bro. That's over with. That's been done over with. And the courts are not even tripping off the domestic violence. They're talking about RICO. That's what he's charged for. They fuck the domestic violence. We don't give a fuck about that. Are you doing RICO? Are you fucking out here, just, are you supplying the communities with drugs, or, you know what I'm saying? Are you the head honcho? They don't got no evidence of that. I'm sorry, you guys are lacking the evidence, and you ain't, even some of the media motherfucker was talking about you got a weak case. You ain't got a strong case at all. It's just finished up, bro. You're finished. Finish. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, Diddy's not going to jail. You guys can do all the wishful thinking that you want, but he's not gonna do 15 years in prison. Even if he's found guilty, I told you motherfuckers, I keep telling you guys, your head is not listening to me. It's like you fucking got a brick in your brain that's blocking me from communicating to you. Donald Trump is gonna pardon him. What part of pardon don't you understand, bro? You guys are like, oh my God, Diddy's a horrible person, but he's not gonna look, bro. I keep telling you guys, they don't care about colored women like that. You guys are killing me. I'm gonna end this live, man. I'm done. I'm going to sleep, man. I need to take some pills so I can go to sleep. I'm gonna sleep in early, or I'm gonna sleep late tomorrow. You feel me? I'm gonna sleep all the way until 9 o'clock. You feel me? It's just the facts. By the way, just the facts. Of course, he's gonna file for divorce. They're not gonna stay married forever, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Marriage is not forever. I know that. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live. You guys have a good night. I'll see y'all in the morning when I wake up. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out, man. There's no way Diddy's legal team offered that underwear closing argument, which failed to address the core legal allegations. It appears Diddy may have written it himself. Probably. Remember, Diddy is a very smart man, bro. You might say that he's a woman beater, but he's very intelligent. He can really think his way out of a lot of shit, bro. He's not a dumbass. Diddy is not dumb. How you think he got to where he's at right now? By making good decisions, man. He's not a dumbass. He's not stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Diddy is not a dumb man. He's a smart, intelligent dude, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And he's not gonna get locked up for forever, bro. Even if let's say he's found guilty, then Donald Trump gonna come and pardon him. So, I mean, how is it, you guys, all you Diddy haters? I mean, how are you gonna fucking fight that? It's not. You might be pissed off at that, but there's nothing you can do about that, man. That's the president of the United States. Pardon him, bro. Like, look, you did him wrong. I gotta pardon him. I'm sorry. I feel you mean by smart in business, but does it mean that he's smart in the law? Yeah, he could break the law, but when it comes to thinking, remember, Diddy is a thinker, bro. How you think he got to where he's at right now? He didn't get there being a dumbass. He got there with being up here with his mind, bro. Diddy's a thinker. Remember that. Even though you might hate him, you might say he's a woman beater, or you might say he's suspect or something like that. But remember, he's a thinker, bro. He got a brain, and he got money. It's just gonna be hard to bring him down. If you a broke man like me, you could bring me down. But other than that, bro, if you got money, you got lawyers, it's severely hard to bring a woman. I mean, what am I saying, a woman? It's severely hard to bring a person down when they got, so much money. That's something that you can't, I don't care who you are, you just can't bring this person down. I mean, the guy got too much money, and you ain't got enough evidence. Do you think Trump is gonna pardon him for free Diddy, pay him some money? I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. But all I know that remember, Trump was charges himself. So remember that. That's his revenge, that he getting back on the system for having him up in the court and going through that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times, black people is responsible for Trump being in office, because most of the black people I know was voting for Trump. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't like the law anyway. Trump is a thug, man. You niggas don't even know, bro. Trump is a thug within himself, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He's a thug, bro. You know, you know. It don't matter what he did about Trump. When you got hatred for a certain system, it's like this. I'm gonna get with my enemy to take down another enemy that I hate. Because Trump was sitting up in that. Let me tell you something. Trump was sitting up in that courtroom himself, being charged for some shit. You see what I'm saying? So you get with one enemy to take down another enemy. I would do that. I mean, damn, I was charged with my own gun. If I became president and I saw Diddy getting wrong by the system that charged me for my own gun, I'll be like, nah, I'm pardoning him. Nah. I remember when you had me up in that courtroom charging me for my own gun, I'm going to fucking pardon him in front of your face. You son of a bitches. Because I was getting pardoned and I was getting charged for my own gun. That's how you feel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trump was in the courtroom. He got convicted of all charges. He got, you know what I'm saying? I think it was a lot of charges, man, a lot of felonies, man. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do a whole lot of time because he got so much money, bro. It's hard to bring a nigga down when you got a lot of money. I'm telling you, niggas don't understand what you're up against and what you're saying. It's like, bro, it's hard to bring a nigga down when he has a lot of money. He's not a broke motherfucker, bro. Look, if I go to the hospital right now being broke, trying to get service, they'll have a hard time like treating me. But if I go in there and I want a jackpot of a few million and I walk up in there into the hospital with a whole lot of cash in my pocket, I have them calling me sir. I'll have them bringing me food to my bed and giving me all kinds of treatment and medication. You feel what I'm saying? Money talks, bullshit walks, bro. Money talks, bullshit walks. I gotta go. You guys have a good night. I gotta get some sleep. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.